Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this is a walkthrough video as well as a recap video. It's a recap video for the Friday Healing, March 30th, 2018, and it's a walkthrough video so that you can do moon roof healing on yourself whenever you want. So moon roof healing, first I need to explain what is a moon roof on a spirit level. So moon roof is a term that the angels and I created to describe a part of the back of your fifth layer, layer number 5, which is generated by chakra number 5 in your throat. Okay, so chakra number 5 in your throat is an energy center, and energy, you know, like all the 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 energy centers, energy flows in the front, spins around, and flows out the back. So the back of your neck. And then where does it go? It's generated by this throat chakra, but then it fills up your fifth layer of your aura and keeps it nice and flowing. And since the fifth chakra, throat chakra, is for communicating with others, but it's also inner communication. So communicating with your angels and also inner thoughts. So how well your mind functions, the state of your mind. If your thoughts are clear and constructive and positive, has a lot to do with your throat chakra, with some other chakras as well. And so I became aware of the moon roof healing after I got some really good acupuncture, basically. The angels helped my husband and I to find this really very gifted acupuncturist in our area. She specializes in traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and herbs, which is different from, I think in some states, I don't know if it's where you are too, but some people kind of dabble in acupuncture, but they do other things. So that's different than someone who's really specialized and devoted to traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and Chinese herbs. But anyway, so she's one of these specialists, and she's fantastic. So she gave me, I mean, she's still working with me, but she gave me some healings, some acupuncture basically. And she, in her words, she repaired my Wei Chi. And in Chinese medicine, Wei Chi, and forgive me if I'm botching the concept a little, but from what she explained to me, Wei Chi is your internal energy that is like inner defenses. And so it helps you keep out harmful energy in a really healthy way. So inner strength, hello. Inner strength is part of the theme of this triplet set. So anyway, so when she gave me acupuncture to repair my Wei Chi, holes in my Wei Chi, my defense system, the angels taught me this in the subsequent days. They showed me that she had fixed my moon roof, actually. With some angel help, you know, my angels wanted me to teach you guys what a moon roof is, so they pitched in too. But anyway, I'm gonna get a little piece of paper that flew away in the wind that I needed to demonstrate basically the size of your moon roof. So hold on. Okay, this blew away in the wind. But basically this is roughly the size of your moon roof. So it's directly behind the base of your skull. So like on AcuDoll, you know, like this is the base of her skull, this is the top of her neck, right? And so it's like right back there, like behind the base of her skull, basically like that bottom part of the skull, in the fifth layer, which again relates to inner communications as well as communication with others. And inner communication, a big aspect of that is intuition. Because intuition is 7th chakra too, but it is, I'm learning more and more, it's a lot of the two together. So moon roof healing helps your intuition a lot. As well as telepathic mesh healing, which we did just 2 weeks ago. So there are 2 videos on telepathic mesh healing. There's an intro video and a walkthrough video on telepathic mesh healing. And that's also 5th layer. So again, intuition, communications, inner state of your mind, huge, huge, huge. Okay, so anyway, so the moon roof is roughly this size. So if it's healthy and whole, and you know, give or take a little, but so, you know, maybe like back here, you know, And so this is, I measured it, I think it was like 7 inches each way, or I think that was 18 centimeters each way. Okay, so just roughly. But when it's not healed and whole and sealed, because you want it to be sealed, like a window that has a window pane here, a clear window pane. So you want it to be sealed because it's, you know, like Chinese medicine, it's part of your Wei Chi. It's your inner defenses. So you don't want to just let any energy through your moon roof. No, no, no. Your moon roof, when it's healed and sealed and pretty unblocked, it's just your natural defenses. And so it only lets in this really nice energy from the moon and stars and the cosmos, but in a very measured, you know, stabilizing, sort of uplifting, peaceful amount. Much like if you're out at night, hopefully in nature ideally, and you get to look up and see the beautiful, beautiful stars, and just how uplifting that is, and peaceful and reassuring and comforting. That's the energy that you can get through your moon roof on a continual basis, even when it's not nighttime, into your 5th layer of your aura. Which again helps your state of mind, helps your intuition, helps your communication. It's really great. And also it makes you feel less overwhelmed, because since it's important for your Wei Chi, or your inner defenses, it helps you to be safe and present. So hope that makes sense. So first, let's do a little centering. Just imagine how big your aura is, and mine is, you know, kind of off camera, but it's about this big all around. And so if yours isn't that big, if it's much closer, just push it out a little, let yourself take up space. It's okay, right? And then just take a deep breath and create a brand new grounding for yourself, either red or orange or yellow, all the way up to your 3rd chakra, which is below your sternum, and that high and as wide as your whole aura, all the way around, in front and behind you, to your sides, and make it red or orange or yellow. I'm gonna make mine yellow, and make it wide, going all the way down to the core of the earth, and stay wide so that it's like a flowing waterfall all the way down, so you can release. So again, just take a deep breath and remind yourself, I can let go. And just imagine that continual flowing downward. Because it's really easy to pick up energy that's not yours, or just to carry blocked energy for a long, long time. You know, so you can just tell yourself, it's time to let go. I need to let go. It's time to let go. Yay. Okay, good. So that's a nice little prep. And then imagine this area back here, but I recommend that you imagine it as a copy out in front of you. So just imagine your 5th layer that's generated by your throat chakra, the back of it, the part that's right behind your head and your neck, okay? And when your moon roof is, if you've never healed it before, it can be really, really bent out of shape. So rather than being like a nice, manageable, sealed up moon roof like this, it can be really giant, you know, like the whole part of your 5th layer back there. And it can be sort of like blackened or gray and sort of ripped up and open. So what that does is it just allows a lot of external energy that's not you to influence your mind and your thoughts. And you know, the energy basically can come through the moon roof and even like hook in and cord into the base of your skull and all your chakras back here. So that's not cool, right? So just imagine, let's imagine the whole back of your 5th layer, okay? And you want just the moon roof area to be, you know, you can imagine like a nice blue frame for your moon roof area, which is behind the the bottom base of your skull. But just imagine that whole back of your fifth layer, and just make sure, do you have any like sort of ripped up, open, grayed out, blackened sort of area back there? Because chances are, if you've never healed your moonroof and you haven't gotten really good acupuncture from a very gifted practitioner who fixed your Wei Chi, you might have a really ripped up area back there that you didn't notice. It's like, it's different from aura damage where you have a giant obvious rip in your aura. This is like, you have to really zone in on that fifth layer and just kind of imagine it. And if it's whole and healed, for me, it tends to seem like flowing water. So like really clear blue tropical water that you can see through. It's really pretty, you know? That's the feeling that you get when you're combing through an aura that's really healed back there, the fifth layer that's really healed back there. So just sense what's not like that, and sense, you know, like it's just a bunch of energy blocks really, and energy that's not you. So what you can do is bring up blue earth energy from the center of the earth at like a light blue, good throat chakra color, maybe turquoise or light blue, and just bring up that blue earth energy and soak that whole area, and then use gold light from your hands. Your hand chakras generate gold light, and your fingertip chakras generate gold light. Well, they generate energy, and you just set it with your intention to be gold, to come out at gold. So it's like all these little gold hoses that you have. Very handy. And just scrub out this whole area, your fifth layer back here. So on AccuDoll, we're working this area back here, so behind the lower back even, because if you've never healed your moonroof, it could be pretty giant and oversized and ripped up and open. So like this whole lower back, mid back, upper back, back of skull area could just be all very too accessible. So you want to just zone in on that fifth layer back here and just run lots of blue earth energy through it, and then gold light, and just kind of alternate and just keep doing that. And if you start to feel spacey, just recenter, you know, just maybe wiggle your toes. I'm standing, so I can just kind of dance around to recenter, but you know, if you're seated, just you know, be aware of your legs. You want to bring up a lot of earth energy from your legs when you're doing this process. So just imagine your legs are like big giant straws that are bringing up lots of red earth energy into your first chakra at the base of your spine. You want to be very, very rooted as you do this. So just keep combing this out. And one technique that I did as I was doing this, which was new, is I used the angel showed it to me. I used it looked like gold hair combs. I might be able to splice in an image. But it's like these giant gold hair combs. So it's like, you know, like her fifth layer's right here. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to get any beings or spirits, negative spirits out that were maybe accessing the person through this ripped up moonroof area in the fifth layer. So I wanted to get all the beings out, which helps heal it up faster, right? And so even in your average person like me right now, I have like one being that's getting through a little slight crack in my moonroof area. And so, you know, but when I'm dealing with 70 people, you know, and you know, I've been healing my moonroof now for weeks, but you know, none of these people have known about their moonroof for weeks that we're getting today's triplets at. So, you know, or yesterday's triplet healing. So I had to clear out a lot of beings from this area that were coming in their busted up moonroof area and accessing the back of their chakras. So anyway, imagine these big gold combs, and you can do that too. So you put one gold comb here, and your intention is that the gold comb is going to kind of trap any negative spirits. And so there's one here, and then you use 4 of them. So from all directions. So one there, and it's just going to trap the negative spirits that are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. And then another big gold comb this way, and just leave it there, and another big gold comb here, and leave it there. So you've got these 4 gold combs just kind of coming into this area, trapping whatever negative spirits might be coming through the moonroof area to access the back of your chakras. And so we have all these gold combs, and we're trapping any negative spirits that might be there. And the benefit of all these gold combs is you don't have to see a thing. Your intention is that you put all these gold combs that trap beings that are healthy and gentle for you to get out of your space right now. And there are 4 of these gold combs right there. And what you're going to do is you're going to then take the gold combs that are trapping all these beings and just take it all out and hand it to your angels and just say, angels, can you please recycle all these beings and the gold combs and everything? Okay, so does that make sense? So we figured that there are probably some spirits that, you know, because for years your moonroof has probably been a little ripped up, a little too big, a little unsealed. And so, you know, some negative spirits probably are, you know, accessing through there. And so we want to just trap them and get them out of the way. So again, let's do it again. So imagine the back of your 5th layer, and just, if you have a different way that you prefer, that's fine. But I did like the gold combs. It helped me work with a lot of people at once, and I think the angels like it because you don't have to see the beings for the combs to work, so that's nice. So you just imagine, you know, the back of your 5th layer, particularly, well, that whole area behind your back. So lower back, mid back, upper back, and then your neck and the back of your skull. And so you're imagining the 5th layer back there, and just put the gold combs in from all directions. So you can put 7 gold combs if you want. You know, the point is just to trap all the beings and spirits that are healthy for you to release right now. Beings and spirits is the same thing, but it's just some people think of it one way or the other. So you put in your 4 gold combs that are going to trap all the spirits that are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now, and that just sort of tangles it all up together. And then you just take that out and give it to your angels. And so you're taking out all the 4 combs that are trapping all the beings, so you're really taking out all the beings. And you say, angels, can you please recycle all that? And again, it's really good to center yourself as you're doing that, because that's a pretty beautiful self-assertive thing that you just did. You just said, hey, this is my area back here. Mine. I deserve peace of mind. I deserve clear thoughts. I deserve good intuition. Yeah. So again, be aware of your legs, and make them big straws that pull up lots of beautiful centering earth energy, soothing, comforting earth energy from the core of the earth, and bring it up at a red vibration through your legs to go in the front of your 1st chakra. And that just helps you have courage and safety, and so then you feel less worried, less nervous. So that's always nice. Okay, so now we use the combs, and if you feel like you want to do more of the combs and it's healthy and gentle for you to do a couple more rounds of that, then feel free to pause the video and do that. But otherwise, let's keep going. So you have that area, and now that you have most of the beings, well, any of the beings that you're ready to clear are out, so then you just have, you know, maybe that it's not as blue and flowy around it as it could be. So just work on that just a little bit more. So again, you're looking at that moonroof area. That is the ideal size for your moonroof, and you're just noticing around it, and you want to just keep using gold light and blue earth energy. And just, you know, for me, it just sort of starts to look like this beautiful shimmery tropical blue water when it's nice and healed. And so then, and again, you want to just have this moonroof area, much like your telepathic mesh area. You can get energy blocks in front of it or behind it. So on either side of your telepathic mesh, you can get very easy to get a buildup of energy blocks. So for your moonroof area, if you have energy blocks on either side of your moonroof, it's a bummer. It doesn't feel good, you know, because when it's unblocked, you feel that uplifting energy from the stars and the moon and the cosmos. So when it's blocked, you know, you're cut off from that good feeling. So we don't want that. We want that good feeling, right? So, so just imagine. Again, I would recommend using a copy of your 5th layer, and now just the moonroof, the ideal moonroof area, and just imagine the energy blocks that are in your 5th layer, but on either side of this moonroof, because the moonroof's pretty thin, much like this little demo device. And so your energy blocks would be stacked here or here. And you want to just see and be aware of, or even just think of, if you can't see yet, the energy blocks that are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. That's why something like this, you can clear, you know, on many different days over time, you know, because on a different day you'll be ready to clear more. Okay, so I'm just going to clear a little bit, as you do too. So just imagine your moon roof. I like imagining it, you know, in profile like this. So basically you're imagining this area in profile, just so you can see your little moon roof area, and you want to see the energy blocks that are in the 5th layer on either side of it. So for me, I have about 4 energy blocks on one side of it that are a heavy black, and about 3 on the other side that are a bright white. And that's pretty common for me, that I see in other people and myself. A lot of times energy blocks are very extreme colors. So black is a super low vibration, sort of makes you depressed sometimes, and white is a super high vibration that tends to make you overwhelmed. Okay, but you know, you don't need to know all that. So what you do is you just run gold light through the energy blocks. And you can just imagine them like, you know, like a bunch of books right here on either side, right? Hard pieces of energy that are flat. And you just melt them away with gold light. And the thing is, if you think about, because your resistance is what's holding them there. So if you just think about kind of like the glue that's holding all these energy blocks in place, that's you, that's your resistance that's holding them in place. So you can just kind of put your energy and think about that resistance, and then just think, okay, let it go, let it go, let it go. And I just did that, and all of them cleared. Like the 4 here and the 3 here, they just cleared. So go ahead, try that. You know, be aware of a stack of energy blocks, maybe on just one side for starters. So I have another stack here, like 2 more energy blocks that are kind of big and heavy and black. They're from past lives, but you don't need to know that. In my case, they're from past lives. And I'm just going to be aware of all that resistance that's held this blocked energy here for that long, you know, since a past life. And I'm just going to think about letting go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, and they just cleared. So if that technique doesn't work for you, you can just use lots and lots of gold light, and then bring up the blue earth energy and soak them in the blue earth energy and more gold light, and that will melt them. You can also just blow up the energy blocks. Just make sure you don't blow up your moon roof. So just recenter, because that's a lot of energy to, you know, pull a whole bunch of negative spirits out and then start clearing energy blocks that have been there for lifetimes. So to recenter, just be aware of your whole aura and make a brand new grounding for yourself, red or orange or yellow. I think I'm going to do red this time, just to go low a little bit, like a centering, kind of comforting lowness of vibration. So nice big wide grounding as high as your 3rd chakra, which is below your sternum, and all the way down to the center of the earth, wide and flowing downward. So for me, it'll be red. And again, just think, I can let go, I can let go. And how about this too? We'll do an earth energy soak. So that same color, either red or orange or yellow, and just use that big grounding that you just made like a straw, and bring up the red earth energy, up, 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 and soak in it. Soak your body, your aura, your spirit, all your energy centers, and bring it even above your head. All 7 layers, just soak them. So for me, I'm soaking in the red earth energy from the center of the earth. Very nice. So I think that's enough for starters. And again, this moon roof healing is something that you can do whenever you need to. All right, so congratulations guys, you did moon roof healing. I hope you loved it, and again, feel free to take your time with this. This is one of those things, and in this triplet set we're going to revisit it too in the Sunday healing at least, because it is something, I think it's something that, you know, there are many lifetimes that people have without getting this healed and sealed up and safe again. So it's a big game changer to give yourself moon roof healing. So good for you for learning about ways that you can heal yourself to transform how you feel about your whole life. Yay! Woohoo! All right, bye.